What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nour, and today I bring you another special video. The Sunday stock watch list, where I give you all the stocks that I like, all the stocks that I don't like, the economic calendar, earnings if we have any, and then, a little overview of what I'm expecting for the week. So before we go ahead and get started with this video, make sure you hit that like button. If we get 300 likes, I'll upload a very entertaining video, maybe a vlog. I'll think about it. But 300 likes, I'll consider that video. Second, subscribe and turn that alert on. Stop missing videos. Actually learn from someone that actually lives trades instead of those recaps that, oh, I caught it here and I sold it here. Makes a lot of sense, dude. And then comment down below what other stocks you'd like to see on this channel, or what are you watching for this week, and what other videos you'd like to see on this channel, and I'll make it happen. Right, so let's go ahead and get started with this video. This is the economic calendar. If you want a clearer picture, just go to Trade Like Nour. I only have 3 Instagrams: Nour Trades, Trade Like Nour, and StockHours. I don't have Telegram, WhatsApp, whatever, all those things, and I won't, I see those comments from fake Nour accounts on YouTube in the comments. I'm verified on YouTube. So, economic calendar. Nothing I see Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we have CPI data. Then you have Atlanta Fed business inflation expectations, and then Treasury statement at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Thursday, you have jobless claims, PPI final demand, and then Christopher speaks, but that's not really too important. EIA natural gas report, and then Friday, you have import and export prices, consumer sentiment, which is pretty important. That's 30 minutes into the market, so hopefully I'm done before then. And then James speaks at 7:45 p.m., which is not concerning to us at all. So this is the earnings, clearer pictures on Trade Like Nour. Monday, none of these stocks are important to the market, so they're just movers that we can watch. PayPal, Plantier, I believe that is Dish on Monday. Tuesday, Airbnb, Nikola, I don't know how to pronounce it, Nikola, Rivian, Novavax, Twilio, Affirm. I guess those are some you would be interested at. Wednesday, you have Disney, Wendy's. Don't care about anything. Oh, Robinhood, I guess, if you guys are interested. With Thursday, none of those stocks are important, or I would even think about watching. Friday, nothing I'd be watching. So let's go ahead and get started with the watch list. But that's the earnings for this week. We're actually coming to an end. So here we go. Let's get started with Meta. So before I go ahead and Meta, look at SPY on Friday. Friday, SPY was up 7 points. The low was basically 406. It opened at 408, and you could see a push right off the open up to 411.60, and then a high 413.72. We're still stuck in range, as you can see. If I put this on the 4-hour, you can see there's just areas. We're just stuck. We've been stuck here since basically April 4th. So it's been over a month now that we've been stuck in the same range. Now, the reason I bring up SPY is because when you go to Meta on Friday, when SPY is up that much, you would expect the stock to at least close green. The stock closed red, right? 74 cents. That's not a good sign. So what I'm watching this week on Meta, we do have a crazy gap to the downside just due to earnings previously. And a lot of you love gap plays. Now, does the gap have to get fully filled? No. Is there a time limit on when a gap should get filled? No. But I do like watching these gaps because selling pressure into the gaps or buying pressure into the gaps, can accelerate pretty quickly. So, for example, what I'm looking at on this is the 230 break to the downside. Now, if it breaks 230, is this going to be a quick rush down to wherever this closed at, 209, 210? No. But I am watching 230 break to the downside. It was weak on Friday. Forget about the gap. This was weak on Friday versus the overall general market. First area I'm watching for Meta to the downside is 227.60, and then from 227.60, I am watching 225. So Meta to the downside, I'm watching it. Does that mean I'm bearish on the stock? Absolutely not. It just means that's what I'm watching for this week on this particular stock. Now, the next thing I'm watching is Netflix, but this thing just won't quit. Now, the way it's moving, it may not even happen, but I'm just going to bring it up. You can see that there's a flat bottom basically at 316. I'm watching 316 to the downside. If that breaks, we can have volume down to 315, and from 315, this is going to move quick to 310. Netflix is a quick mover when this drops. I'll show you an example. On the 5-day, you can see this dropped off the open from, 324 all the way down to 315, almost a $9 straight drop. Obviously, you had some consolidation on the 5-minute, but really just straight selling pressure. So I'm watching Netflix to the downside. I'm watching the 316 level. From 316, I'm watching 315. And from 315, I'm watching 310. And I will judge the selling pressure while I'm in the trade. So Netflix to the downside, Meta to the downside. Now, what are we watching to the upside? Actually, I can bring Baba up first because this is another downside play that I'm watching. Now, it's pretty far for Baba, but like I said, anything can happen. I'm watching 80 to the downside, right? There's a $2 gap. Where is it? Yeah, right here. It starts right here at like 79 and change. So I'm watching 80 break to the downside. If we can get through 80 into 79.50 and we start filling that gap, it's going to happen pretty quickly. Baba can move. So I'm watching Baba to the downside under 80. After 80, I'm watching 79.50. And then I am watching the continuation of the rest of the gap, which kind of leads into like 77.55. So Baba watching 80 to the downside. Meta watching 230 to the downside. Netflix watching 316 to the downside. Now I'm watching Tesla to the upside. Now, I've been talking about this, guys, and I literally mentioned it last week. If you watch Sunday Stock Watch List, you got to stop missing these videos. It was on my Twitter that day. I just posted it everywhere. So you can see we broke the consolidation. Look at the range. Look how easy it is. Range, range, range. Obviously, we could have caught it to the downside too. Look, it went from 160 all the way down to 151. Great play regardless. But upside here, I'm watching this one. I was watching this 165. We broke. I caught this Friday for 50%. And I sold nowhere near the top. Watching 170 to the upside. Why am I watching that? Obviously, it's at 170. There's a gap, right? There's a lot of gaps here we're watching. 170. This has room to 177.85. Not a little bit lower. 177. Let's just put 177. So from 170 to 177, Tesla has a gap. I'm watching to the upside. Now, what am I watching on Tesla? I mean, honestly, I don't really have any resistance until 175. But obviously, I'll judge the momentum in that trade and see where I'm at. Where are we running into issues? Is it too much of a supply in that area? But it's usually going to be around 170, 172.50, and then I got to worry about it at 175, and then obviously the top of the gap at 177. So I'm watching Tesla as well. Last thing I'm watching for this week is Nvidia as of right now. Now, during the week, that's why I say follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I think on Twitter, my name is Real Nour. And then Instagram is Nour Trades and Trade Like Nour, where I post my trades. If I have to update or if I see something that I actually like, I do update it there. So please don't miss that. So last thing I'm watching for this week, as far as individual stocks, I'm watching Nvidia to the upside. I'm watching the 290 break to the upside here. If we can break 290, we have room up to 292. And then from there, this is all-time highs. The momentum is just insane on this, and I really do love it. Even on the 4-hour. Yo, this was the play I said last week. Don't freaking miss this. And it was the 280 break. That day was so sick. But yeah, 290, 4-hour chart leads this up to 294. By the time this comes, it's going to be 295. So really, this has room from 290 to 295. Are we going to get it this week? I'm not sure, but I do have to mention it just in case it happens like Thursday or Friday. You know what I mean? So we'll see where Nvidia comes. But this is the play of the week if it does happen. I really do love Nvidia. Obviously, judge the momentum because that's what I do. I can tell you what I'm looking at, how I'm going to play it. But when the time comes, I'm going to be able to judge it if I should still take this trade or not. Just because it comes to 290 doesn't mean I'm going to take this trade, right? It has to still check all the stocks, all the things that I have on my checklist before I actually take the trade. But yeah. This is the Sunday Stock Watch List. I hope you guys enjoyed. 300 likes, and you guys will get a entertaining video this week. Maybe a vlog. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.